PX4 time. Let's do this. Let's do it. It's getting cold. That was a little bit of a hotter round, so wanted to test that out and see how that shoots. You know, it's kind of interesting. Like the PX4 is a light shooting firearm anyway, but I also think that just with the added benefit of having obviously something to disperse the gases, especially on a hotter round like these, you know, do I feel a significant difference? I would say I do. I don't know if it's significant, but I would definitely say that I feel a difference. You know, significance, I think, is relative to the person. But you can definitely see that muzzle flash on there, which is kind of cool. But I like the way it feels. It makes it extremely controllable. And I think that's a huge bonus for this particular firearm. And it's on there, it's not going anywhere. So really nice. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a comped version of an already really good shooting firearm. So definitely dig it. Good job, guys. Hey guys, welcome back to 1776 or Bust. So we're at the outdoor range today. Pretty excited because I'm actually going to be testing this thing that you see right here. My friend Brian Poe, he's a friend of the channel. He had his own channel for a long time, Poe Outdoors. He partnered with a company where they're actually making comps now for firearms. And interestingly enough, this gun is the PX4 compact carry, but what you're gonna notice right here is that this gun does not have a threaded barrel because the comp attaches to the rail. So the goal, obviously, of the comp is to reduce muzzle rise. I'm hoping that'll be the case here. I have been shooting it a little bit, and I have to say it's pretty flat. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you from the side view, and then hopefully you can catch the muzzle rise, and then we'll go from there and see how it goes. So let's see what we got. All right. Pretty darn nice. You know, the PX4 compact carry is a very easy gun to shoot in the first place. Great trigger, decent ergonomics, but the muzzle rise on it is even less now. You can definitely feel the difference. It's not snappy, it's not jumpy, and again, it is a small gun because it is a compact. So I'd have to say right now, after about 50-ish or so rounds, it's actually pretty darn good. Now I just need to get a holster to fit this, but other than that, it's, I think, really worthwhile. It's a little over, I think, 125 bucks to get it. And again, for those of you living behind enemy lines like myself, this might be the thing for you, especially if you're looking to compensate a firearm in a legal way, and more importantly, to reduce that muzzle rise. So I'm gonna take it back to the table, I'll show you up close how it looks, and then you can decide if this is something for you. So stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the table. And so I'm gonna actually show this to you a little bit more up close and give you kind of a better idea of what it looks like. Functional, it's great. I have no issues with this comp whatsoever. I do want to read you some things that I was given by Brian over again at Vantage Archery / Armory. So they're kind of one and the same, but I wanted to read you some of the highlights of this. That way this will hopefully answer any questions you might have. So first off, you don't need a threaded barrel, which I demonstrated in the video. So it's legal in all 50 states because it attaches to the rail. It's created by 7075 aluminum with anodized finish, black at launch, which is what you saw in front of you, but they could potentially offer other colors down the road. It is all 100% sourced and manufactured in the United States, so that's a huge bonus. Super easy to clean and remount to rail, no timing, no shims, no washers. So all you have to do is, and I'll show you in a second, unscrew 2 little screws and then pull it off of your rail. I will tell you it fits very snug going on, so you really shouldn't have any issues with this thing coming off either. It is inherently reliable since there are no moving parts and all the internals aren't touched because again, you're not doing anything. You're just putting it onto the rail. It is not ammo finicky. I had 115, 124 grain. It shot both, no problems whatsoever. It fits existing holsters. In this case, because this is a compact, you're gonna have to go out and get a full-size holster because the compact holsters will not fit for this. At release, it's supposed to be available by January 1st, and that is $150, the MSRP, which in my opinion is not that bad, especially from what it's made from and also the functionality of it. Again, this is at Vantage Armory, which is the compensator wait list. If you want, just Google them and you'll find their website and you can get on that wait list. Again, models available at launch for this particular comp are going to be the Glock 19 compatible with Surefire X300 UA, the Beretta PX4 Storm full size compatible with a Surefire X300 as well, the Beretta PX4 Storm full size with no light required, and then the PX4 Storm compact with no light required, which is what you see here. Again, there's going to be many more gun or light combinations, and they're all currently in development, and they will be at SHOT Show. Again, this is www.vparmory.com. So check them out, guys. I personally think it's a very, very nice little system here, especially for people who don't have the option of getting threaded barrels. Again, just to show you a little bit more up close, as you guys can see, there is no threading on the barrel. The comp actually fits on the pick rail at the bottom. Basically what you do is you put it on, you basically push it all the way back, and then it sits very snugly on the rail, so it's like a rail attachment. And then it has 2 set screws on the bottom, which is what you're going to be setting in there for just added security. I mean, at this point, the gun is not affected at all by this. I'm going to tell you that the way it actually fits, and you guys can see, super, super close fit. Very, very nicely done. You can see how the lines kind of match up with the slide as well on the PX4. You know, again, it's going to get bruised and tarnished, guys. It is a firearm, but I mean, overall, it fits really, really nicely. You could also see the ports at the top, and again, that's where the gases will disperse. So if you see that really up close, hopefully that'll come into camera, which is right about there. You could see that you do have 2 exposed holes at the top. Again, not attached to the barrel in any way, but at the same time, definitely disperses the gas pretty well. I mean, overall, the finish is really nice. The gun looks real slick with this thing. And I mean, to be honest with you, the PX4 is an interesting looking gun to begin with. I definitely think it makes it even more interesting. Some people might say that they don't like the thickness of this underneath, but just keep in mind, it does have to fit around that rail. And in my opinion, that thickness is going to add to the additional support for this system. Overall, do I think it's a good buy? Yeah, I mean, if you're like me and you have very limited options in New York State when it comes to having muzzle devices or something like a muzzle device, you know, with all these companies out there that are building different types of systems, you know, this system is very, very effective and it's very affordable, at least in my opinion. I mean, again, I had no issue shooting with it. It ate up 115, 124 grain. So there wasn't really anything to complain about. It fits nicely along with the pick rail. So I mean, honestly, guys, to be honest with you, if you have 150 bucks, if you have a PX4 Storm compact or even the full size, this just adds a little bonus to this gun. The gun is a nice shooting firearm to begin with, very low recoil due to the fact that you have the rotating barrel. But I think overall, the gun is just even better now. And I hope I've demonstrated that in the video. So tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what you think about this particular product. And if you're going to go out and purchase this, again, I would definitely check it out. I think it seems to be a very, very good investment for people, especially those of us who live behind enemy lines and are looking for something a little bit different to add a little bit more shootability for our firearms. This is a great step up, in my opinion. It's a great looking, addition to this firearm. And I look forward to putting more rounds down range with this particular gun. Also, it makes me want to now go out and get a full size. But the first thing I got to do is get a holster for it so it fits, but I am looking forward to keeping this gun. So tell me what you guys think. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Hopefully you got something out of this video. But like I said, leave some comments down below. Tell me what your thoughts are and tell me if you're going to take a look at this firearm. Hope you have a great day. Stay safe, and as always, everyone, freedom is never free.